Here I am in the middle of my shift, and the Holy Spirit is screaming so loud that I needed to stop, pause my orders, because the last time I tried to stop and make a video to satisfy what I'm hearing, I got a delivery, and my camera won't pause recording. It just stops, and then I got to start all over. And in blind obedience, I trust that God will still make sure I make the money I need to make today. And then I need to stop and make this video, because he is all up in my head screaming about what we talked about at Sunday school yesterday, and the things that I've been in prayer with him since that class. So yesterday we were doing a Sunday school study on prayer and what Jesus said about it and how he taught us to pray, and our intentions in prayer. Are they for ourselves? Are we praying to be seen praying, or are we praying to communicate with God? And during the class, when we got to the Lord's Prayer, the study book said debts instead of trespasses. And that doesn't sit right with my soul, and I shared that with the class. And so we discussed it, the difference between debts and trespasses. Debts are more like a material thing. We owe something. And several of the congregants said that they felt like they had a debt to Jesus or God. And I can understand that. I think they were all pretty much born and raised in this congregation. Not many latecomers, I don't think. But I mean, I can understand that concept of why they might feel like that. And a trespass, is doing something wrong against someone else, against yourself, against God. Well, I mean, if it's against yourself or somebody else, then it's always against God too, because he doesn't want us to do things against ourselves or each other. And so debt's never sat right with me. We discussed it in class, and there were a lot of questions. And I asked the question of the class that was more like a question the Spirit was asking. Can you owe a debt for a gift of love that is freely given? And I took that into prayer after class, throughout the evening, into this morning. And as I'm going about my day, making my last delivery, actually, the Spirit spoke up, and he's in the back of my brain, just going on about it. and I knew I had to stop and share what he was saying. Jesus went to the cross and gave his blood on it so that we can get our forgiveness. It is a gift freely given because he loves us that much. I can't even imagine that much love. To give your life for a whole bunch of people that don't know you, that aren't even looking for you, just so that you can save their lives. It's mind-blowing. But we owe no debt for that. It is a gift freely given. What does he ask us for? He asks us to believe in him, and to listen to him, to follow his teachings, to study his teachings, to be in his word, to turn to him in prayer and in music, to worship God, our Father. It's a beautiful gift. We owe no debt for it. When we come to him and when we accept him, all he asks is that we learn from him, and that we apply what we learn, and that we live in him from that day forward. And it doesn't have to be a perfect walk from day one, but we are supposed to work towards walking better from day one. One small step at a time. We may stumble, we may fall, we may crawl, but every time we need to get back up in him and continue on.